Hey everyone, it's Mace1370. I wanted to showcase a few different fun units today. Before we get into it though, please make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Also, please see the video description below for a link to my Discord. So you guys really like the Bad Cat Armin video, so I want to do at least one match with her so you can see her again, since I've changed her build up. She was on the crit damage build in the previous video, and I've swapped her over to an effectiveness build. I believe somebody in the comments actually suggested it, and I saw a few other people running her that way and a few other people talking about the effectiveness build being pretty good on her. Now that I've tried it for a few games, I like it a lot actually. I think it has a lot more value for your team running her on the effectiveness build compared to damage. Her multipliers are not super amazing, so while damage is always nice, I think you get a lot more bang for your buck with the provokes. So I'll show her stats at the end of the video, but she has something like 175 effectiveness. I dropped all the damage, I sped her up a teeny bit and gave her bulk. So she's basically, a wall for the units hiding in stealth around her, and then controlling the enemy team with the provokes. So in this match, we're going to first pick Lua, because Conquer Lilius is pre-banned, and Lua is really broken. So you kind of want to start with one of those two units if you have the gear to support it, and since Conk is banned out, we can just take the Lua. The opponent takes Destina and Apocalypse Ravi, so I think Seni is a really good pick here. Seni's great into APOC. She gives souls for Lua to soul burn her skill 3 to ignore ER on the reset. And now we can take Bad Cat Armin. So the funny thing here is that my Lua's on Guiding Light now, so if I draft other stealth units, Bad Cat Armin could be the only unit on the field that they can hit, which I find pretty funny, since that would just cause all sorts of mayhem.
I desire your flesh.
Alright, he takes Archdemon Mercedes.
Should we get started?
And Adventure Ross, that's interesting. Okay. So he doesn't have any other cleansers other than Destina, and we can ban last. So this is another thing I like about Bad Cat Armin, is that she's kind of a sneaky CC unit. It may not really look like you're running a CC comp, but a lot of the openers strip, so you have Lua, Sea Lilies, etc., right? So that kind of opens the door to controlling them with Bad Cat. Bad Cat has a lot of provokes in her kit, so she can provide a lot of CC, and then if you take additional CC units later in the draft, they may not see it coming. So here we can take Solitaria, actually, and this will prevent the Archdemon Mercedes from getting focus, right, so she won't be able to use her ultimate, and also will really control the enemy team. One of the weaknesses of Apocalypse Ravi is getting controlled, right, with debuffs, and since he only has Destina to cleanse, I don't think Destina can keep up with all of the debuffs that, we've put out here. We definitely need one more damage unit. So I guess we'll just take Commander Pavel. I don't know if this is the best, but my Lua's on a crit build, so she's a Commander Pavel activator. And Spectre Tenebur can soul burn if it comes to that, so she could potentially activate him if Lua gets, banned out. So he's on Guiding Light now, so he's kind of a safe-ish pick here. He can hide from APOC, right? The risk, I suppose, is that Archdemon Mercedes counters something and then, pops him out of stealth and then he dies and we lose. But, that's the risk you're going to take if you're going to run a super sweet Bad Cat team. Okay, so he actually bans out Spectre. I just banned Elena because I figured if he's taking Elena, he's leaving Pavel in, and I don't want, her to push up and give everyone immunity or something when he uses his skill 2.
You really want your blood spilled?
So, okay, we have
So be it.
Lua going first as expected. I don't think it super matters who we're going to sleep, since I think I probably just want to skill 1 with Solitaria. So she'll wake up whoever we sleep. We'll just go on Ras, I guess. We could skill 1 here to try and proc Commander Pavel, but I don't think that's a great idea, since he, if he skill 3s and kills something, it might give APOC a window to kill our team, right? Because our Lua did not go back into Guiding Light. And she's had a little bulk, but not enough to survive the APOC skill 3 if somebody's dead, I think. So we're going to hold the Commander Pavel for now. Debating about just pushing APOC back, but I think we just need to go for maximum debuffs here and overwhelm the Destina. So we'll skill 1. And really get quite a few debuffs there. It's like when Solitaria, high rolls, it's super depressing for the opponent. We can just skill 3 onto APOC here with Bad Cat, get that provoke. And, something they changed with her buff is now whenever she is attacked by a provoked unit, she guarantees the counter from your front line. So I think that reliability has made her into an actual pickable unit. I'm still not 100% sold that she's going to be super meta, but she's definitely like really fun to use. So let's see here.
Unforgivable.
I think we still hold skill 3 because I want to get a super nuke. I want to get crit damage buff and I want to get attack buff.
It looks like somebody forgot their place.
I'm also not sure if we kill anything there without attack buff. Alright, so we get the defense break into the skill 2, so Ras is down. And let's see here. APOC is coming up. Our Lua is still not in stealth. So I think we need to guarantee the stun on APOC, so I think we just go for the skill 3 on Solitaria here. Push back APOC. And our Pavel is ahead of Destina, so he'll take the turn, I think. And then he can kill Destina. I guess we didn't stun APOC there, that's unfortunate. But she's blinded. Oh, there's the provoke, we got it, okay. Alright, so here comes Pavel. Boom. And now he's going to get to skill 3 into Destina for the win. That's game.
Escort me to my chambers, please.
Okay, here we go for another game. Let's see, the opponent has first pick.
Ashes to ashes.
They have also banned Bellion, and they got rid of DJ Basar. I don't think he's as threatening as he used to be, but I understand how he can be annoying against certain playstyles. So they first pick APOC. We could take Conquer Lilius, or we could take Lua. I think they're both really good, so I guess we'll take Lua just because I haven't played as many games with her. And definitely Steny again for reasons mentioned in the previous match.
Play with me.
You know, another crazy thing with this Lua Steny opener is Lua has basically no counters, right? So you're being very flexible here, and it really gives you the ability to just kind of then counterpick what the opponent does after you take these two. They're both really good, and they work in almost literally any comp. So here you can see they've taken Conquer Lilius and Sid. So they're basically saying, I'm going to race you. And I don't think I can really contest, because they have the Sid.
I will honor their wishes.
I could take potentially 3 speed imprints, but that would tie them on speed imprints, and you know they have the Sid, so kind of hard to race that. So we're just going to run away here. FCC I think is a very solid pick. It's going to make it a lot harder for Sid to one-shot anything. And then we just take Sage Ball. Sage Ball is very spooky here because he can essentially deny the opponent a bridge, right? So maybe his Sea Lilies goes first and presses buttons, but then Sage Ball sleeps everyone and just completely stops the momentum and gives my team time to recover. So Sage Ball is definitely one of the premium anti-aggro units at the moment. He's, you know, anti-cleave as well, but certain cleaves can handle him, I guess, depending on how they're tuned. So either way, I think he's a very good anti-aggro unit, at the very least. Okay, so they take Destina, so they're trying to run away themselves, but they only have 2 picks, so kind of awkward. They have very little damage too, because like Sid can hit something, but he's going to die real fast. And with FCC, you can't really one-shot anything. Okay, they take Remnant and Violet. That's interesting. Alright, this is, I think, a rare Spirit Eye Celine game. So I wanted to share this with you guys, since you get to draft this unit maybe once every 500 matches or something. All 3 of his units are single target, which means Steny is very spooky for him. And Celine is also very spooky for him because all 3 of them, right, crit. They do damage via crit. They're kind of, that's their deal, right? And we have FCC, so we have the barriers. So we're going to be able to set up Celine here pretty easily, since the only unit going before Celine is going to be Sid. Sid can't kill her in one hit, and then we just press a button on Celine and we're invincible, or immortal, or whatever it is. I think he needed another speed threat there or something last to prevent me from just banning out the Sea Lilius. Okay, but yeah, so I think this is pretty unlosable. I guess Ryla would really have to pop off, huh?
Is it my turn?
Okay, Guardian Ice Crystal on the Destina. So we have Aureus and the barriers, right, from FCC. So FCC and Celine is very annoying to play against. If you don't have units, right, that can specifically target her weaknesses. So you can see there, the S3 didn't even break the barrier. And now we can just sleep the APOC, I guess, start getting rid of her stacks. I was debating about sleeping Sid here, but I think APOC is a better bet. You want to get the Proof of Valor, or Proof of, Proof of Valor stacks down, if that's what she's on, and then you also deplete her Fighting Spirit or whatever it's called, right? So she stops healing.
Just follow my lead.
Okay, we could skill 3 with FCC, but I think actually we just save it to use when Rylet's about to proc his passive. So we can just put some damage on Sid. I guess provoking Aravi would have been better. I was debating here about stunning the Aravi to spread my debuffs around, but I think it's better just to kill Sid and push back.
I was stuck on
In the light's name.
Yeah, I think my thought process was, oh, if I CC 2 of them, then Destina has to pick. But this way is better. The pushback is more valuable. And between the two, I wanted the stun on Aravi so that she wouldn't attack, right, and get more of her resource. Okay, we'll try to sleep her again, and we get it. Sage Ball, also another fun unit when he hits every single time. Alright, so Rylet can skill 1 or skill 3 or whatever, I don't think it really matters. Goes into FCC.
Has no place for you. Shall I test my knowledge?
And I don't want to use souls yet. I need to save them in case Celine
Who are
is going to run out of her passive ability, and we need a soul burn to get back into her skill
in
3.
the blink of an eye?
Because that's one of the ways you lose when you play her, is she drops her ability to counter and then they just hit her a few times.
Join me.
I don't think we're in super danger of that happening. Nope, dual attack. Very nice.
Oh, you want to try?
Okay, we can attack with Spectre here. I guess we'll just kill Destina because we can CC APOC, and I think we just hit Rylet there. Rylet, very fun unit, but in some ways he's the same unit as he's always
East of
been.
the west.
Shall I handle this?
And he's trying to cycle Rylet, I guess.
You fight as if you have 9 lives.
I should have attacked APOC with Sage there. Yeah, we're just gonna work on Destina, I think.
I'll make this
Because this
painless.
APOC can't do anything with, you know, our crowd control. Almost killed the Destina.
How ridiculous.
I guess Sage can probably do it, though. No, I guess, yeah, we'll sleep. Yeah, we'll sleep her, because we want to make sure she gets controlled. We don't want her skill 3 in anything. Go into Destina. She is dead. Let me hit Rylet again.
Accept your blood as an offering.
Is he dodged at all this game?
Well,
He's going to go for the skill 3 here on FCC, I assume.
for a little action.
And he gets gear gapped.
No reason to hold back.
A deserved victory on my part. The game's been a little laggy to me ever since they introduced the background battling, but either way, that's game. Okay, the opponent is pre-banning Aerowall and Lua, so just 2 of the newer units. The Lua pre-ban makes sense. Airwell, I guess, just because people have a good set of gear on her, and if you're trying to be aggressive, that can be annoying. So he takes APOC, so we can take Conquer Lilius here, and I guess probably just Spectre, you know, kind of a neutral DPS, see what he does.
Play with me.
This can let us pivot into something more aggressive or more standard, depending on how he goes.
I will honor their wishes.
Okay, he takes FCC
Sometimes even I'm amazed.
and DJB. Okay, so that's pretty tanky. I don't really want to aggro into DJB, FCC, and APOC, right? That's all. That's a lot. So we have a few options. We could just take 2 like generically good bruisers here. I could also try to out-sustain him. So we could just take a couple like Soul Weavers and then just take another carry last. And then probably ban out one of his DPS units. If we do this, he can't really counterpick me too bad. Debating if I want Amelia. But I don't think I do because of the barriers, right? You really want to use her skill 3, and those barriers can be deadly with DJB. So I don't think we want Amelia, but I do want a Soul Reaver. I guess we can use like Maid and Ruel, which I don't really do this very often. Oh, I think I was going for Bad Cat and we got Ruel. I think Bad Cat would have been awesome here too. But Ruel's okay. We have double revive, so we can just take another carry last. Alright, he goes Landy and Charlotte. Okay. So he only has one cleanser, so we can ban DJB, and we just take a debuffer here last, right? And then we'll have either Conqueror or we'll have the debuffer. So we take Pyro Captain Flan.
How annoying.
Yeah, definitely ban the DJB, right? Because here, if he gives us Conqueror, he just gets his entire team attack downed, and he won't do anything. So he has to ban Conqueror, but if he does that, then he has to deal with Pyro Captain Flan. So unfortunately, we don't have a strip here, so the first turn cycle might be a little painful, but we have double revive, so I think we should be okay. Because once their immunities drop off, Flan is just going to completely take away the game. Awkwardly, I think, paying attention to something IRL, and I didn't really rearrange my units or anything. So Spectre Tenebra will, I think, be taking Aureus damage from Pyro Captain Flan,
You must think you have 9 lives.
which is probably not ideal. Would probably put Ruel in the front, I guess, in hindsight. Alright, so let's see. We can steal a buff here. I think this is literally my first game playing this unit. I wanted to steal immunity, and that didn't happen.
Set sail.
I guess we got the barrier. So I think we just try again.
You can get my autograph later.
Yeah. Okay. So I don't think we skill 3 yet, because that'll give Landy full stacks. We don't want that. We can wait until next cycle and do it if we have to.
This is a formidable opponent.
Start chipping down the Charlotte, because we want to kill her first, her and Landy. APOC we can probably just control. Although I think at this point we probably just control everybody.
I'm at the scene. Get ready.
Okay, we take some damage from Landy there.
You want to try me?
I guess we just skill 1 and hope we splash into Landy.
Where are you?
Okay, we don't get it, but that's fine.
I'm holding this spear. I won't back down.
Alright, he goes into Flan, but can't hit her because she has the immunity buff. We'll go here with Charlotte and kill our Stenny, but that's okay, we can bring Stenny back. All the immunities are gone, we get to skill 3 on Pyro Captain Flan now. So this unit is actually a ton of fun, and it's kind of crazy. Like, the right teams, she literally just solos.
How boring.
Dual attack, unlucky.
Surrender. Let me show you my secret weapon.
But I don't think this matters because he can't kill our Maid Ruel, and we can just bring back our team, right? Alright, so do I want to revive with Maid? Kind of don't want to give Landy stacks. Although she'll be getting stunned and burned. I guess we'll just go for a stun on Charlotte. We don't get it. Yeah, we'll just revive Pirate here.
Hereby swear to lead everyone to victory.
So let's see, we have a bomb on APOC and Landy that is going to detonate. So we don't need to target them. We can just go on Charlotte, I guess. And that'll detonate her bomb. Give us a little boost. Yep, that CC's Charlotte. FCC can go and try to provoke something, but we can just cleanse it away, it doesn't matter. I guess we resist it anyways. Landy skips her turn, APOC skips her turn. FCC is going to skip her next turn. And I think now we can press buttons on Maid. Because Landy's pretty far back.
Fortune is on our side.
And this only gives her 8. I guess if we give Barrier, that would be 9, so that would do it. But we kind of want to heal Spectre anyways, I think, right? We have Soulburn on Pirate, so we can, I think, get back to our skill... no, not quite. One more turn. Alright, well, we can detonate that. Look at all that damage. It's kind of crazy. And we can also CC APOC here. Yeah, I think we do that. Oh, resist. Unlucky. Get a CR boost. Man, the CR boost is really nice.
Ugh, I'm bored.
Okay, we get to go with Spectre. I guess we'll just kill the Charlotte. In the FCC. Oh man, our pirate gets another turn. Oh, we lapped. Oh, because of speed buff. OP. Man, this hero's OP. All the CR boosting and speed buff, like you get way more turns than you would expect.
I'm not
I guess we stole the speed buff from Landy, but whatever. Still OP.
You're in
Pop.
trouble now.
And yeah, APOC can't win this, right?
Good sailors get rewarded.
Okay, new favorite unit. Hope you guys enjoyed. Later.
Saint of light. Play with me.
Okay, let's take a look at some of the units we used. Let's see. Here's the new Bad Cat Armin build. I still have her on Durandal. Or no, wait, did I have... No, I had her on a Draco Plate before. Yeah, so I put her on Durandal. Not sure if this is 100% the best choice, but I thought it was really funny. Because you're provoking everyone, right? So they're going to hit her a lot, and that's going to give her a bunch of CR. And that means she's going to provoke them more. So I thought that was pretty good. Some people are using Champions Trophy to get more effectiveness. And maybe that's what I was on to give her 175. I guess she's only 150. But she has quite a bit of bulk, right? So I think this is a decent build. And Durandal is pretty funny on her, to be honest. But yeah, Champions Trophy is good too. The problem I saw with that is you can stun and provoke at the same time, and then you don't get the counterattack, which isn't the end of the world because you're stunning them. So that part's nice. I think they're both good options. And, you know, it's kind of like using Crown on Sage Ball. It just gives you that extra layer of RNG so that you're more consistently crowd controlling them. But so far I've been liking Durandal. So let's see, that's Bad Cat. We had, who else did we use? So yeah, Spirit Eye Celine. So she's on just kind of like an anti-cleave build. She's kind of fast, has like some damage, and she's on this artifact. But the types of places you draft her, I honestly don't think your gear matters too terribly much. You just kind of want her to have enough damage and then, you know, be able to take the turn, right, to get her ability off, her skill 3. Whether that's just by how the draft is working out or just by building her quickly. Either one. And if you draft her in those spots, I think she'll do well. You just have to dodge the many counters that she has. And we also used Pirate Captain Flan. Alright, so here's Pirate Captain Flan. So I think the Caesarea artifact on her is best in slot by a long shot. I think they're coming out with an event artifact that'll like let you burn or something. And I guess you could use that if you wanted to build her on counter set, but that sounds pretty horrible to me. So I think building her a little tanky at like 220 speed and then put the rest into effect and attack is the way to go. I think you want a lot of effectiveness because you really want to be able to crowd control, you know, high value units like Soul Weavers and stuff. If I could get her to like 200 effectiveness, I probably would. This is just kind of the spare gear I had for her. And you can see that here. You probably don't need quite 400 or 4,300 attack. You could drop that a bit. I'd prioritize effectiveness a little bit more. So I think those are the big 3. Let me know in the comments below what you thought, and I will see you guys later.